Named for the legendary coach and co-founder of the Bengals, there's a good look at Paul Brown Stadium on the riverfront in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and the Cincinnati Bengals. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Cut. 180. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home. Check 30. DC. Check 31. Check 31. Kill. Hey, 5. Hey, turn it up.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball, right? DC. Shoot. Watch the shoot. 11. Obama.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 41-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41.
76. Maverick. Hey, 76.
From the gun, here's Gall. He sets the clock. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Last play, they went over 20 yards. This time, they topped 30. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
14. Check 6 guys.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Motion. Where's 52?
Now gone. And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now, they told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense. that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Under 10, under 10. Check three, check three.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Play action now. Brissett nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Malik Jefferson.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he fires one, but incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to get them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football and now zapped right back in the other direction. Let's take it inside his own 40. Well, a nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
We go tonight. 180. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, kill. Super one.
Mixon with a first down carry.
Switch it.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
Cut. White 20. Watch my board. Hey, watch the ball. Mike's 54. Right here. Merlin. Hey. Mike's 7. Right there. 54. Right there. 54, Mike. Listen. Here we go.
Out of the gun. Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Nick Bosa drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
We got this.
At their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how the defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop.
Come on now. Let's go.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Mike 42. Rep.
Out of the gun for Sam. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. 23 yards, the final tally.
Complete to Dante Pettis. It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Tighten up, tighten up.
Breida, he'll try the right side. Charvarius Ward there to make the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Strip that ball. Watch out, watch out, watch out. Go. Hey, check, Mike 21, Mike 21.
Here's Brissett. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
After that throw, and it was definitely one that he would love to have back, I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
Now this throw caught left side. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 30. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Check, check. Brad down, Brad down, Brad here. Shoot, shoot, shoot. Rush seal, rush seal. Check, 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 check. Watch that three, watch that.
They run with Breida, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Brissett, the first catch of the game for George Kittle. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Check, check 43. Say.
Here's a toss right side for Breida. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 12, Brissett. That'll be complete to Breida. And they're going to lose some on this play, being knocked back to the 18. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Alert 3. Kill. Turn it up. Kill.
Back to Mixon on 1st down.
No.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
You don't see me in your nightmare.
Ric Flair.
Hey, Alpha. Undercrunch. Tight dog.
Yes, sir.
From the 44, Goff. Open man there is Malone. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 36. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
New Mike 52.
A shotgun snap for Goff. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. Call it a gain of 3. And that'll make this a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. Here's Goff. That's caught. It's Malone. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
That's good for Bengals. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
We go tonight. 20.
56. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this.
Value 3.
Hey, Delta.
Now a 1st down throw. Gone. Open man is Higgins. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon trying to run inside, but nothing there. The pass rush specialist, D. Ford, in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just heading straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Just beating the play clock is gone. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Joe Mixon. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon taking it in. And the Bengals have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Are you looking forward?
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
This is taken at the 3. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go!
At their own 24-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And you have to figure they won't just sit on the football here in the final minute. The way things have gone, they need to try to make something happen offensively.
But maybe they should. Maybe they should sit on it here because of what you just said. They haven't made anything happen offensively. Getting ready to go into the half, give them a chance to take a deep breath, exhale a little bit, and start over. I don't know if this is the time to push it myself.
Yeah, right now, under 100 yards of total offense. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
43 is the mark. 43 is the mark. Let's see what you got. 43 is the mark, boy.
Brissett. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
On 3rd down, Brissett. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Right there. 54, right there, right there.
Hey, echo.
I got him. Hey, watch that.
Goff now looking to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And they will bottle him up behind the line, and now will they use a timeout? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the 27, Brissett. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Now a give running left is Breida. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 2nd and 7, Brissett, deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. 43's the mic. Watch the right. Watch the over. 43's the mic. 43's the mic.
To throw is Brissett. And that will be incomplete. It appears they're going to come up empty on this first drive of the second half, still down by that slim margin.
Yeah, and that's okay. You know, when you sit and analyze it, they're not happy about what happened, having to go to the bench. But this gives them a chance to let their defense do some work while they on the sidelines go over what they're doing offensively and formulate a proper plan.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Hey, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
Hold on. Check.
Switch. Check. 6 guys.
Now Mixon. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead, give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard.
We're good. Hey, Haywood.
Oh, yeah.
Goff now looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Malone. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He completes it to Boyd. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Boyd, 48 yards. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on first and 10. The pass there over the middle to start things out. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. And now it's first and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage.
10. Check 3. Check 3.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10.
You ain't got nothing. Whip. Hey, switch gears.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got room. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I know a lot of coaches like the toss play because they think it can be a real momentum shifter. Get the ball to that back who can get to the corner and turn it upfield. And on this play, that's exactly what they got, including a first down.
Now a give to Breida. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. Now on second and 16. Brissett, he'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards on the play. And that's going to make it third down and 10. To throw, Brissett. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jordan Evans in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the left hash, this from 37. And Myers able to knock it through. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. when you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Hey, defense, let's go.
4 down.
Watch the twist.
This is Mixon. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
On 2nd and 9, Goff airing one out for Boyd. That's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They go play action with Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
Brissett now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Rush in. Let's go. Motion me out. 43 is the mic. I got no echo. 43 is the mic. 43 is the mic. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 43 is the mic.
Throwing. Brissett. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
41 Mike. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop. Hey, 41's Mike. 41's Mike.
Brissett sets to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
A second down throw for Brissett. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. The Niners on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. On play action, Brissett. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Now Brissett on 4th down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
That's how we do it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Watch the screen.
He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And down to the 16-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Oh, leaves him behind on the spin. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. And the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Let's go, first.
At their own 25-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jordan Evans able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 7. Brissett down. And a pressure gets to him again. Jordan Evans getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They are on to the fourth quarter in Jacksonville. And Jacksonville, they have moved out in front late. A win would be their first of the young season. Boy, the run on first down, a disaster as he's tackled well behind the line of scrimmage. So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
If this was boxing, you think maybe they would have thought about stopping this one because this defense has been bruised, it's been battered, but this is why they keep the fight going, right? They just got done with a really nice play showing they still got a little bit left, don't they?
Haven't had many plays that they can clip, put in the film room and smile about, but hey, there's one.
Clip and save.
Give him 9 there. They still need 6 more now on third down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
12.
On third down, Nixon. And a good job on the tackle there as they get him down shy of the first on the 35-yard stripe. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A first down throw for Brissett. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch twist. Watch twist. Check. Crunch. 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 He's checking.
On second down, a run with Breida. And some room to work. Touchdown, 49ers. Matt Breida, 97 yards. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Brissett. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion, caught in the end zone, and that cuts the lead a bit further. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. A little clock management 101.
The drive will commence with a run by Mixon. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Cincinnati, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against San Francisco. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.